If you haven't spent a lot of time thinking about how you're going to strategically build your network and figure out who you're going to target your outreach to, this exercise will help put the groundwork in for you to establish that foundation. And then after that, you're always continuing to add to your network and expand it along the way. So ultimately, what you're trying to do in order to get those first 10 customers is start to establish um, some key champions and people that are as excited as you are about the product or solution that you have, including the elevator pitch, including creating buzz, including doing the advertising and the direct outreach to that first network. A critical strategy in thinking about your network is figuring out a through line from that relationship you have with your first potential customer or champion, the associations that they belong to, and the networks that they hang out in, and then finally, kind of the mission and values of the work groups that they're part of that might be impacted by the type of work or solution that you have. So one way to think about this is kind of in degrees of separation. So pull out your lean canvas and look at your customer segment. Who are your buyers? Who are the potential users? Who can directly influence a purchasing decision or influence somebody else? In a smaller district, you might find that there's a superintendent that you know, or in a larger district, it could be somebody responsible for grants. There are people in your peer districts or peer schools that you might know that also have influence in other districts and schools that are in your neighborhood. So from there, those folks are usually part of other affiliate networks. Usually, superintendents are part of a regional superintendent group. Um, they're also part of a national superintendent group, or if you're in the ed tech side of things, you might be part of groups like ISTE or FETC, and or if you're part of kind of the virtual school programs, you attend some of the virtual school conferences. So that's your customer network through those associations. And then they also have affinity group type associations that they are part of. I used to work a lot with groups like CALSA, the California Association of Latino Administrators. So it's not just specifically superintendents, but this is a group of Latino administrators focused specifically in California, where they're trying to support school districts and leaders with high Latino populations. So you could see how your initial contact will also have kind of regional and national networks, but then also affinity group networks that cascade through your connections and can amplify the work that you're doing. Now, take the final moments to fill in your network map worksheet. I usually like to just brainstorm as much as possible in each of those boxes and then refine it down to the ones that I know on the far right, the ones that I have direct relationships with, ones that I know somebody is part of, and then ones that I might have to do a cold reach out. Then once you have your network map, give it a shot. Try sending something out to your contacts, attend or try to access some of the affiliate groups and see if some of the things that you're talking about or the ideas that you have or the prototype that you might have, if it's starting to resonate in those groups. You could do it online in some of the Facebook groups that people have. You could do it through some of their regional conferences. They may have a newsletter. Try all different avenues that might work for your particular product or solution.